Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the Charlotte 49ers Dynasty. Last episode, we got our first win of the season kicking off conference play. So now we continue our couple of games into the American Athletic Conference this episode. Now, this is a big episode. Why? Because we have our biggest prospect visiting this week, and that's going to be Daniel Pierre. He will come for the Memphis game, but first we're going to go into quick highlights of the USF game and then focus on the Memphis game. Now, I really need us to perform well in these next couple of games because I need the points in recruiting in order to just boost this pass rush. That's been a big issue for us. I think on both sides of the ball, our offensive and defensive lines have not lived up to par. So let's just look at these quick highlights here before getting to this Memphis game. We are on the road playing USF, and there is Jeffrey Johnson checking into the game, running an option on the goal line, and we start out this game 7-0. But here is Kelly Joyner Jr., who is their leading receiver and leading rusher on the season. He makes it a 7-7 game. USF does eventually take the 3-point lead. Here's a quick throw across the middle, and that is Brian Rochford finding Devon Cash. Rochford is the pocket quarterback. He's taking over for JPE, who is the mobile guy. As we continue this drive, under 3 minutes left here in the second quarter, and there's another catch by Devon Cash. He's got 4 already. Inside the red zone, throwing to the left side, it's Rochford finding Brooklyn Santana. He has 1 on the ground and 1 through the air, and that one makes it a 14-10 game. Now into the second half, here's another catch, and that is Devon Cash, gain of 12, his 5th catch of the game. Now we hand off to Terrence Pitt-Howard, who runs over 2 defenders and pushed out of bounds at the 1. Look at the power from TPH. He makes 2 men absolutely think twice about going at him again. And now we're inside the 5. Handoff, Terrence Pitt-Howard. It's a touchdown, and he makes it an 11-point game. But here comes USF back. Here is McLeod keeping it on the option, and it's a touchdown. He barely falls in, breaking a tackle, though, and fighting his way in, and now it's just a 1-possession game. So 6 minutes left here in the fourth. Here is Rochford throwing across to the right side, and that is caught. He had a couple of options. He could have went downfield, but Cash was open, 20 yards, almost at 100. So here's Rochford this time, throwing to the right side. He's got Cash, who makes a couple of men miss, and a third, a touchdown. How about the move by Devon Cash getting in? He's over 100 yards on the game, and none more spectacular than this play right here. Look at him making 2 men miss and making the last man look silly. And now we have the 2-score lead. So now about 3 minutes left here in the fourth. Here is Cash again. He's having a huge game. 9 receptions, 134 yards up to this point. So here's Rochford now, throwing deep. He's got Matt Brooks open behind the defense. It's a touchdown. 46 yards for Rochford. Make it 3 on the day. And Rochford showing what he can do. And now all we have to do is stop them. Because now they come out here, 4th and 2, and a huge hit. That is Jake Lee, the freshman, number 97. Absolutely destroying their leading rusher, their best player on their team, Joyner. And Lee absolutely destroys them. And that will do it. USF is no match for Charlotte. Charlotte just went at them, and they will remain winless on the season. We win 35-23 after an 0-4 start. We have now won 2 straight games in conference play. How about Rochford, though? 3 touchdowns in this game. Terrence Pitt-Howard ran 15 times for 46. He didn't have too many yards, but this game was all about Devon Cash. A huge game for him. He is mostly in the slot, but this time we played him on the outside a little bit. 9 for 134 and a touchdown. Gary Anderson actually had 2 sacks in this game, and Kelly Joyner Jr., their leading rusher, only had 28 yards. So we hop into the marquee matchup here in this episode. It's Charlotte versus Memphis, and it's not because they're a great team, because they're actually 1-5. But last game, we actually had an injury. Darius Moss went down with a broken hand. 6 weeks. So he will be out pretty much for the remainder of the season. He might fit in the last game or 2, but we'll have to see. We'll have to replace him. And then why this game is a big game, Daniel Pierre, the #1 overall prospect in the country is visiting today. Also visiting is a guy that we haven't talked about much, but this is Daniel Yates, a very good pass rusher. He can get after the quarterback, and he is very, very athletic. Now, if we play our cards right this game and get after the quarterback, we will maximize on these recruiting points, but we definitely want to make sure that we do get our recruiting bonuses and all that, the visit bonuses, and make sure that we are ahead, because one thing about this team right here is that we do need line play. We do need pass rush. We get torched running the football on defense as well, because we cannot stop the run. In the past, not so well at all. Now, Keelan Brown is the quarterback of Memphis. Their starting quarterback is actually hurt for this game, only out one more week, so we will miss him. I guess that's a break for us, but they have a decent team. They're a one-win team, but I think it's mostly contributed to the fact that their starting quarterback went down and their backup came in and has thrown 7 interceptions. So let's get into this game as we are returning back home wearing the all gold uniforms this time out. Here is Brooklyn Santana back to receive the kickoff, and he takes it to about the 19. So out comes Brian Rochford under center. He loves to play that type of offense. Here's a throw across the middle. It's Alex Patterson. He gets going. It's a gain of 9. So under center once again. This time it's Terrence Pitt Howard with the carry to the right side, and it's a gain of 4. Now, we found that we are more successful when running stretches more than we are dives, but we do want to keep the defense honest. So here is Rochford under center this time. 3 down linemen, so we will run the dive this time. Here is Pitt Howard up the middle, and he picks up a gain of 6. That's enough for a first down. Now, Rochford is a very efficient quarterback, as you see him throwing across the middle here. Ncaa Labata, the backfield. He takes a big hit, but it's a gain of 10. Ncaa Labata does have the speed that Terrence Pitt Howard doesn't have, but he is also a great complement as well. Here's a throw to the right side, and that is Matt Brooks on the sideline, gain of 22. He scored a big touchdown catch last game, and Rochford finds the freshman receiver 22 yards. We're inside the red zone. So handoff now, Terrence Pitt Howard. He takes it up the middle. It's just a gain of 5. We haven't broken off many big-time runs at all in this series so far, but I'm hoping that we will start. Here's the throw to the left side, and it's Kamyashu. Touchdown, efficient drive from Brian Rochford. That's just what he does. He puts together these drives, and it's 7-0. As out comes Memphis's offense. Rodriguez Clark is their best offensive weapon. They have produced a lot of good running backs, especially in the NFL. Darrell Henderson comes to mind. A lot of guys that are very good and that can run the ball coming out of Memphis. So there's Keelan Brown starting out with a 5-yard gain. As here is Brown from the shotgun this time. Throwing across the middle, and that is caught by Javon Ivory. It's a gain of 17. We were in zone that time. Kevin Knox had the press on that one. It's a first down, though. So 1st and 15. Here is Clark. He gets a hole to the right side and makes a man miss and gets brought down from behind. It's a gain of 33. And that is a big-time run by Rodriguez Clark. Brown this time takes off to the right side. 1st and 10, and he coughs it up. He's hit by DeMarcus Forte, and it's picked up by Emmanuel Webb. How about this? Picking up the loose ball, and then Emmanuel Webb just gets flipped way into the air. That was awkward, but still we pick up the turnover. And now here comes our offense back onto the field. Nice, efficient drive on the first drive. Here's Rochford. His first pass is caught. It's Devon Cash continuing this high-level play. It's a gain of 28. We're now across the 50 now. Rochford with a nice throw that time. Here he runs a man in motion. This time it's Terrence Pitt Howard for a 3rd and 10. Ncaa Labata in the backfield. Rochford throws across the middle, and it's caught by Ty Elliott. 17 yards for the first down. Great throw by Rochford. He just stands in the pocket. He's very, very brave. He takes hits as well. Here's Rochford. Screen pass on a 1st and 10. It's Terrence Pitt Howard. Great blocking, and he picks up about a gain of 9. So inside the 15, 2nd and 1. It's a counter play, and Terrence Pitt Howard falls forward. It's a gain of 6. Goal to go. So this first quarter winds down this time. Handoff, Terrence Pitt Howard. He falls forward to about the 1 and can't quite get the ball across the plane. So 3rd and goal this time. We have a shovel option called. This time Rochford tries to pitch it, and it's not pitched in time. Jaleel Clemens on the big-time hit on Rochford. And we end up settling for 3 points, but now it's a 2-score lead. So on to the second quarter now. Here's Brown backing onto the field. He tries to scramble, and he's going down. It's Emmanuel Webb who's there, sacking him for a loss of 6 yards. And that brings them back to about the 30-yard line here. They line up with 2 backs in the backfield here in the shotgun for a 2nd and 16. Brown tries to scramble again, and this time Webb gets to him. He picks up a gain of 2, almost 2 straight plays with sacks. So 3rd and 14. Here's Keelan Brown from the shotgun. He has all day. He does throw, and it's caught. But it looks like it's a great hit that time by Jacob Areola. And we end up forcing the punt. So our offense comes back out onto the field this time. Enzi Labata, he takes the handoff, and maybe a little confusion on that play. He maybe had a lane to the outside. He kind of cuts up field. And that brings it to a 3rd and 10. 4.5 minutes to go here in the second. Throw to the right side, and he had a man. That was Cash, but it's incomplete, and we will have to punt it away. 3 and out. So here comes Brown back out onto the field now. They have been blanked so far in the first half. They're playing like a 1-win team. This time, play action fake. Brown throws across the middle, and it's picked off. It's Jacob Areola again, this time in coverage. And it's another turnover by Keelan Brown. His 2nd of the game, 1 interception, 1 fumble, and we take back over. So 10-0 game now, 4 minutes left here in the second quarter. Here is Rochford throwing to the right side. He's got Patterson. And how about Alex Patterson making a move? He is our backup tight end. He already has a couple of catches so far. It's a 1st down. So under 2 minutes left now. Rochford faking the jet. And here is Yashu on the outside, picking up a gain of about 9, maybe 10. It's a 1st down on that catch. So about 1:15 left. Terrence Howard gets the handoff up the middle. And look at him fighting forward. It's a gain of 11 to about the 15-yard line. Running Cash in motion. This is a design screen this time. Getting it out to him. Picking up blocks, cutting up field, and he fights forward. But only a gain of 5 yards. That'll bring it to a 3rd and 5. Rochford now running Yashu in motion. A lot of motion in this game so far. Rochford moving. Tries to get rid of it. The pressure was right there. It's a sack. Loss of 11 yards. And here comes Solomon Al-Rahman in to kick the field goal. And it is good. And that makes it 13-0 here. Our defense is balling out in this one, albeit versus a 1-win team. But I'll take it. Second half coming next. So we are on the verge of our first winning streak this season. It'll be 3 games in a row after an 0-4 start. To start the second half, here's a throw to left side, and that is caught by Jared Edwards, gain of 16. And that one moves the chains. Now, the Charlotte defense has been getting pressure today. Hopefully we can keep that up. We have been sending a lot of blitzes. Here's a handoff by Rodriguez Clark and stopped in the backfield. How about Emmanuel Webb? He's having a pretty good game today. So 3rd and 9, draw play call. This is Clark. He breaks a tackle and fights forward and does pick up the 1st down. Gutsy call on a 3rd and long. They run the draw play. He's only got 3 rushes in this game. I'm surprised they're not hammering the ball more. They maybe want to throw. Here's a play action fake. Throw to the right side. It's Clark, and he picks up the 1st down. 13 yards for him. He gets to about the 30-yard line. And now they come out the next play with 5 wide. 1st and 10. Here's Brown facing pressure. We sent Areola on the blitz, but he picks up the 1st down. Brought down by Octavius Oakley, breaking a tackle as well. Gain of 11. If we can force him to throw an interception, that would be ideal. Here he is on the option. He gives it off to Clark out to the right side and picks up maybe a gain of 8, maybe 7. That's just his 4th carry of the game. 3rd and 2 this time. Brown gets rid of it quickly to the flats. It's Clark inside the 5. We even had the zone coverage out there, and Oakley couldn't get there in time. 1st and goal. So running a tight end in motion this time. They're going to hand it off to Clark, who runs up the middle and runs over Octavius Oakley. It's a touchdown. How did Oakley get run over like that? And now it's just a 1-score game. So Rochford backing onto the field. Wide open is Matt Brooks across the middle, making man miss and picking up a gain of 24. as this season has gone on, we've realized that Matt Brooks is a really good third or fourth option on the team. He has 4 receptions in this game. So Rochford this time in the pocket, runs out of time. It's a loss of 10. That one is going to make it a 2nd and 20. So we get 6 yards on 2nd down, bringing it to a 3rd and 14. Rochford tries to get rid of it, and that one is just going to fall incomplete. We will bring in our kicker this time, Al Rahman, from about 50, hits it. It's good, 16-7. And now here comes Memphis back out onto the field. Brown this time running the ball. This time with Clark. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he has a lot of space to the right side. He eventually gets it to the 45. But how about that balance in the backfield, breaking 2 tackles? Gary Anderson could not take him down. So 2.5 to go here in the third. Here's a quick throw, and it's Tate across the middle, wide open. Gain of 21. Maybe that was a little bit of a busted coverage because nobody was even close to him. So inside the 10 now. Here is Brown under center. This time he's going to try to scramble. Does he get away? He picks up a block, but gets hit hard at the 1 by Vincent Youngblood. It's goal to go. So we stop him on 1st and 2nd down. That brings it to a 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do. Pitching out to left side. They pick up a block, and it's a touchdown. Rodriguez Clark scores, but there's a flag on the play. They're going to call clipping on the offense. So they're going to lose 15 yards. They're back at the 16 now. 3rd and goal from the 16. Brown throws deep to the corner, and it's caught. Javon Ivory. You've got to be kidding me. On a 3rd and goal on the 16-yard line, a perfect pass, and it's now a 2-point game. So here we are back on an offense to end the 3rd quarter. Here is Ncaa Shu open, playing in the slot that time, and he picks up a gain of 15. So 1st and 10 now at about the 38. Rochford, good protection. Throw into the right side. It's Patterson again. He's got another catch and room, and picking up a gain of 17. Alex Patterson with his career high in catches in a game. So now we start the 4th quarter this time. It looked like that was a design handoff, but Brian Rochford keeps it and picks up a gain of 9. So now we eventually get the 1st down to about the 25. Handoff. Terrence Pitt Howard may have had some more room to the outside. Still picks up positive yardage. It's a gain of 6. So 3rd and 4. Rochford scrambling, stopping, thinking about it, and he goes down. Loss of 11. We're back at the 34. We're going to have to kick the long field goal. That one's from about 52 yards, and it is going to be good. So 19-14. Here's Brown now, backing onto the field. Quick throw to Washington. And with 4.5 to go, they can use up a lot of clock and get into field goal range, but they need a touchdown on this drive. Down by 5, running the option. This time it's Clark. He's got space to the right side, getting a 1st down again. It's a gain of 12 to about the 32. Clark is closing in on 100 yards rushing. He's got 98 on just 9 carries. Here's a handoff. This time, stretch play. He's got it, and it's a 1st down over the century mark. 9-yard carry. And they are using some clock on this one, but it's about 3.5 to go. Can our defense come up with a stop now? Here's a speed option to the left side. Brown breaks a tackle, tries to pitch it, and it's on the ground. Picked up by Ugo Tenbawa, and he's going to take it to the 50, to the 40, 30. A man is chasing. Will he catch him? He won't. A touchdown for Ugo Tenbawa. You've got to be kidding me. The defense has really stepped up these last couple of games, and CJ Miles just got a helmet on the football, and it comes out, and now we have a chance to make it a 13-point lead. We go for 2. Rochford scrambling, dumping it off, and it's caught. Terrence Pitt Howard with the 3-yard catch, and it looks like this one may be out of reach now, but they have plenty of time left in all 3 timeouts. So here is Brown, throw into left side. He's got Marquee open on the left side, picking up a gain of 13 and a 1st down. So just about 2 minutes left here. They're inside of field goal range, but they're thinking 6. Here's the throw to the right side, and it's picked off. Octavius Oakley this time. Nobody's catching him in the open field. He will take it back, and that is a touchdown. Octavius Oakley with the play. We actually had a formation in that had 1 down lineman and 5 linebackers blitzing the quarterback, and that was just an excellent call. They chose to call the screen pass, and we counteracted it with excellent linebacker play. And we end up with the pick 6 to seal the game. 34-14 ends up being the final. Rochford with another solid game, 20 of 29, a touchdown, 0 interceptions. It feels good to not turn the ball over now. That's 2 straight games with no interceptions now, and he has, I believe, 5 touchdowns and 1 interception since he's been in at starting quarterback this year. Ncaa Shu, 4 for 49 and a touchdown. We didn't have a big yardage game. This was more of our defense. You know, we had the visitors coming to our program this week to see this game, and I don't think we disappointed. I believe we needed 2 sacks or 2 tackles for loss. We also got 2 turnovers as well from our secondary, Areola and Oakley, and then we had that forced fumble earlier from DeMarcus Forte. Keelan Brown continues to throw the ball to the other team. That's his 9th interception on the year this game. And Rodriguez Clark ran for over 100, but why didn't they run the ball more? So let's just take a look at recruiting. Now we get some bad news. We wanted the number 1 overall defensive player, but the number 1 offensive player on our board, Dominic Gritzmacher, commits to South Carolina. South Carolina is getting so many commits in this series. They're going to be a powerhouse. Now Daniel Yates ends up committing after visiting. I am so proud of this commit right here. We definitely need a young pass rusher. He's got 85 power moves and 79 block shedding. He is going to be really good when he steps on campus. Now Charlotte ends up now 3-0 in conference play, 0-4 in non-conference, but now we're back on track. But Boston College is ahead of us in first place because they got demoted from the ACC last year. But how about Appalachian State? I mean, they are just absolutely running the table right now, 6-0, and they are the number 2 team in the country. Now, next episode, we will face Appalachian State. We're going to go Houston and Appalachian State. Appalachian State will be the marquee game, so you don't want to miss that one. Rivals face again. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tinny. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, this how we ride.